This is our newest guest, sir. Just sent to us by his goreship, Lieutenant Hootingham Gore's forces, sir. Oi, maggot! You stand in the presence of none other than Lieutenant Gorham Hogg of the Triumvirate. A soldier so loyal that he was placed in charge of the Empire's most impenetrable prison, the Gortress. Show him some respect. I would never show some respect to a walking can of bacon. I don't know. He smells like bacon. Does he eat bacon? Would that be cannibalism? What exactly do you mean by bringing this pig ugly no one before me, might I ask? Yes, sir. This is the apprentice of Aquila, about whom we have been hearing so very much, sir. The same rogue who dared to challenge Imperial forces on Dragonback, and no, sir, I am not joking about that. He was literally on the back of a dragon. No ordinary criminal, if I do say so myself. I think you will agree. It appears that his goreship, Lieutenant Hootingham Gore, was given orders to deliver him to our humble care. But of course, I had forgotten that we were finally rid of that ghastly gray gnarl swine. It was actually, no, sir, Hogman Jones, whatever your name is. You're the swine. He wasn't the swine. He was a dragon. I don't know if you both have a common ancestor. You evolved from the same type of swine, but he had wings. You're fat. His defeat will show those who oppose the Empire's will that there is no one who will ever save their bacon. Oh, you make bacon jokes too. Okay. If he can make bacon jokes, I can make bacon jokes. I'm very glad for that. I think he's having a fit, though. Does he have respiratory problems? I don't know. He is. I feel like, sir, Red Dude, you might have to. He really seems like he's choking on something fierce. Very funny, sir. Or is that his laugh? I really can't tell. It's just as wheezy. But what is this, you pig-headed fool? Why with the pig jokes all the time? That's gonna get old so quickly. I believe I made it abundantly clear that we are in the business of petting Celestrians. Does this swine look in any way celestial to you? That imbecile Hootingham Gore has sold me a pig and a poke. Brain bird fool. Bird brain fool. I never know what to refer to that guy as. Is he a brain? Is he a bird? Is he a bird brain? You humans. Oh God, he has human problems too. I can sympathize. I don't want to sympathize with a pig. I can sympathize with a pig though. He doesn't know what the humans' customs are like. I have a good grasp on them occasionally, but sometimes Stella would be like, "Yo, did you know that you kind of need to do that when you're interacting with this particular tribe of people?" I'm like, "No, I didn't know that. I didn't have that. Sorry, sir. Sorry. What shall I do with this mortal scum, sir?" Throw him in the cells with the rest of his boorish kind. Boorish? He's a jokester, but he only has one brand of jokes. Is that a moment of self-reflection I hear in my hesitation? Probably. We can always use an extra pair of hands. Yes, sir. Very good, sir. Right, Maggot, with me. It's always hard to modulate the accents of zombies because everyone in the Giddish Empire is just reanimated zombies and their accents can change on a dime. In, maggot. You throwing me in prison? Oh God, ow, watch the back. Center of my back is still sore from when the wings got torn off of him. Actually, I probably shouldn't bring up the wings or the fact that I'm a Celestrian. Ooh, being able to curb myself of saying that I'm the third greatest Celestrian. Pending. Second greatest is the status pending. I probably should stop talking about the Celestrian magic. It's not. I suggest you rest while you can. You'll be joining the other prisoners for a spot of hard labor from tomorrow onwards for the rest of forever. Oh God. Hard labor? They're gonna put me in hard labor. I will name you Jonathan. Jonathan, my skull friend. I don't know, turn you into a drum? I can use those bones as, drumsticks, or like a soup can. I can make a nice soup out of the marrow in your skull. I don't know. Is that kosher? Would that be a bad thing? Probably not with human skulls. Oh boy. Welcome back, one and all, to Thionite Plays Dragon Quest IX. On the last episode, the hero of the heavens rose and the hero of the heavens fell. But we have not, because we have, if nothing else, an extremely large amount of experience when it comes specifically to falling, especially when it comes to falling from great heights. We are very good at that. Jonathan, do you have any bony wisdom? There's no reply. It's just a corpse. Well, that is unfortunate. Jonathan. Oh, what did they do to my poor buddy? Can I just leave? The door is locked and won't open. Oh, well, that's wickedly unfortunate. Oi, keep it down in there, will ya? I can't hear myself think. Oh, great. Another one with accents. I can't engage my Celestrian ears in a prison that's meant to contain Celestrians. You must be new, eh? Well, I could see how you might be best pleased ending up somewhere might not be best pleased ending. You get used to it after a while. The odious sense, the kind of purple sludge that oozes from the walls. You kind of get used to it after a while. It's not that bad as long as you don't, get uppity with the guards. Anyway, throwing a wobbly won't do you no good. This ain't the kind of place you could afford to go wasting your energy. Not unless you want to be dead by next week. I've died before. Quite literally. I was don't bring it up. Don't bring up the fact that I am a you-know-what. It's not good for my continued well-being. Get some shut-eye while you can. They ain't exactly generous with the lions around here. Lions? Sir, they have do we get our pet lions? Can we have a companion bond with a pair of lions? Wow, I get to sleep on the stone cold, hard floor. I'm not even going to use Jonathan as a helmet or a pillow. That'd probably be disrespectful. I could just imagine Dynne being like, Jonathan, this is for the greater good. And then I just put him on like a helmet. And then Jonathan's ghost, because I'm a you-know-what. Because I'm a you-know-what. His ghost will be like, dude, that's my skull. What the heck are you doing? And I'm going to be like, I need to keep my ears warm. It's really cold down here. I say, what do you think this is, a holiday camp? Get the hell up right now. Well, I don't know. I don't know what the humans are up to. Maybe it is a holiday camp. Maybe this is. Maybe we could, I don't know, get some ideas for Stella Land based on the Gortress's layout. I'm just imagining the Gortress now filled with roller coasters instead of jail spells and spikes. Jail cells. Jail spells? Spells to put people in jail if they spit off of the side of the roller coasters. The ultimate sin when you're in amusement parks. The others are already hard at it. I'd run along if I were you. Oh God, what kind of prison is this? Why, do I need to get hard? Hard at work? Excuse me, sir. Can I have some specifics about the nature of the work I'll be doing? The others are already hard at it. Get going. Oh God. Can I go back into jail? The door's locked. I don't have any. Do I have anything, like, at all? Equipment? Something? I have my swords. Dudes, did you not take my equipment? You didn't take my equipment back. Well, I'm gonna still rock out with my Dragon Warrior arm. I'm the Dragon Warrior? I don't know. I was like, my you-know-what powers allow me to do incredible things, and those incredible things amount to being able to store all of my equipment in pocket dimensions. This is really good. I'm the Dragon Warrior. No one's allowed to take my Dragon Warrior swag. Did you really just not take it? What? Wait, hold on. If you didn't take my stuff away from me, but you did take it off of me, like quite literally you removed my clothes, to what end? Why? Why did you strip me down to my underwear? I have questions that I know I don't want answers to. What? Oh, was I? But he was a pig. They're in charge. Oh God. What do they do with the prisoners when they first get them? You have a very pronounced jawline. Well, I was wrong about the lions. You jammy beggar. What? Did they cover me in jelly? When was the last time I saw my underwear? Were they red or were they blue? Because they were blue when I woke up here. Did they slather my unmentionables in blueberry jelly? Jam? I'll have to keep an eye out for any kinds of infestations of ants, because they'll be like, yo, this dude, he's wearing the blueberries. Gotta get some of his berries. And I'll be like, no, stay away from my berries, ants. Sorry, without Stella, or I was about to say without Stella, I feel a bit lost in what I want to talk about. But then I'm like, with Stella, I don't have Stella. Do I have boombacks? Bombbacks? Bomb boulder? Do I have an explosive? Anyway, sorry. I fell off the back of a dragon from a top of a mountain. It was really high up. My brain don't unwork right now correctly. It didn't really work correctly before. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, yeah, exactly. Morning, Sunshine. Thanks for the belated introduction. I'm Sterling, your friendly neighbor. Well, I'm very glad that our neighbors are friendly in spite of everything else that's happened. And what should I call you? Dynne, eh? Yeah, Dynne. A guy from up over, Dynne, not anything else. Blimey, I never expected. Oh, nothing. Don't mind me. Nice to meet you, Dynne. Nice to meet you too, Sterling. I'm what you might call the foreman round here. You know, in charge of the workforce and all that. Are you the one I'm gonna work hard for? You're not exactly wearing a particularly chaste shirt. Very curious. And I'm also in charge of giving newcomers the guided tour and showing them the ropes. What kind of ropes? You just have a wander around and I'll give you the lowdown on all the interesting bits. Well, thanks. Thanks, Sterling. Oh, are you part of the party now? I have Sterling. Wow, you are large. Like, I thought I was the third greatest guy from up over, but you're like an entire head taller than me, even with my Dragon Warrior helmet. Like, I only barely reach up to your neck. Dude's jacked. Are you good, bro? You seem like you don't belong here. This here be the Gortress, and it be where the scurvy dogs of the Gittish Empire send those as stands against them. So it be. And ain't none as walked through the gates as ever walked out again alive, or so they say. Forgive me, it pains me mightily to be the one to tell you all this, but she's altogether a devilish place, and no mistake about that. I shall be the first, because I have not met a prison that's capable, well, I was about to say I've never met a prison that's capable of holding a Celestrian in, but there is one prison on the observatory that's capable of holding Celestrians out, which conversely means that it could hold Celestrians in, but I've never been in there myself, so my statement still holds. Hello, Guardman Jr. Number 1. I will call you GMJ Jr. Guardman Jr. 2. I'm gonna call you G-Man. Our gaffer here, old Gorham Hog, is a member of the Triumvirate, along with Hootingham Gore and Goresby? Gorabus. I am going to call him Gorabus Purry, because, you know, he's a purr. He's a cat. As evidenced by the name. We'll run into the Triumvirate later. Having a member of the Triumvirate, don't you worry about meeting the Triumvirate. If you ever meet them, you're in huge trouble. Having a member of them in charge just goes to show how important the Gortress is to the Empire. And you're fortunate that you get to work here for the good of the Mother Empire until your dying days. Lucky old you. I don't know if it's luck, but I'll consider it thusly. They have the same setup that the one place Rogueport does. Man, they got an idea. Stylish necklaces. The gallows loom ominously over Dynne's head. Well, I mean, I have neck protection. I'm not sure how effective that particular brand of necklace would do. And they ain't just for show, neither. There's a lot of good mates of mine been strung up here for giving the guard grief. But don't let that fool you into thinking there's no hope. I'm only pretending to be a good boy for now. The second I get my chance, I'm going to make them regret ever making me work hard. I'll make them pay for every one of my pals they offed. And I get the funny feeling that chance ain't too far off. Yeah, that's mainly because, you know, you're literally staring at a man in dragon-gifted armor with a giant purple axe. I really don't think that any of these other prisoners could stand against me. You can get a hold of all kinds of stuff if you got the right connections. You in the market for anything? Welcome to the item shop. How can I help you? What do you have to sell? Medicinal herbs, antidotal herbs, chimera wings. Can I use this to escape? I'm curious enough to try. I'm going to buy one Chimera Wing and try and escape. I'm going to carry the goods. I mean, if the guards are stupid enough to allow me my armor, I should just be able to leave. Holy water, angel bell. You don't have much else. Is there anything else I could help you with? No, there isn't. What about you? You seem to be hiding away in a corner. Oh, wow. Enough that reality itself has to change its perspective. Ah! Oh my god. Blimey! You gave me a fright! I thought you were a guard or something. You shouldn't sneak up on people like that. I was literally right out in the open. I clink and clang whenever step. I really don't think I'm a sneaky individual. I'm a gladiator, not a thief. I couldn't take the work anymore, so I snuck off here to have a rest. I dread to think what they'd do if they caught me skeeving off. Gives me the willies just thinking about it. Oh god, they make us get hard and give out wet williams as punishment? Oh god, what the, ugh. What kind of prison work is going on here? This is, well, don't think I need to spell it out, do I? It's a good idea to make it not ending up here one of your top priorities. That's probably easier said than done, though. There's plenty buried here who weren't planning on ending up 6 foot under in a place like this. Plenty. They allow us graves? Like individual graves? From all my studies, they were really big on mass graves. Do they have like 2 random open graves for just at the ready at any given time? My job is digging graves for all the poor so-and-sos who end up garking it in this horrible place. Nice ones, mean ones, best mates, ones I barely knew. When I think how many I put 6 feet underground. Too bleeding many. Can't take it no more. If they make me do one more day of this job, I'm gonna explode. Well, I'll dig several graves for all of your pieces. Can I not? I can't pay my respects. I'm a guy from Upover. I should be able to pay my respects to the dearly departed, even if they're not so dear at all. Oh, you're a priest. A man of the cloth in a place like this. What on earth did you do to get put here? The Gortress can only be described as a living hell. Every day we suffer merciless whippings and are worked until we drop. I know not what solace I can offer you, child of mine, but please, at least let me pray for your undying soul, child. Wayward sheep of the great shepherd, how may be I of service? Actually, I'm kind of good at the moment. May the Almighty be with you. I hope to see you again soon, child. Hopefully, hearty and hail. Can I just leave? There's only 2 of them. I could easily bash 2 guards. I've got a giant axe and impenetrable armor. What are they gonna do? This is the way out of the Gortress. Sorry, but I'm afraid you won't have any reason to come this way. Ever. Now move along. Well, not that you could get very far anyway. You couldn't get past the shield field. Is that the name that you've given to those magic walls? Shield fields? They have them shield field things, prisoners, and they can't get through them, you see. The prisoners, that is, not the guards. The guards can't get through them. If you could get through one of those, you could go up east and have a gander at that Giddingham Palace. It's up that way from what I hear. Up that way? Up east? Yeah, that if you could go up east, that's what the implication, you know, as the sun rises and sets and all that. Can I use that feather? I'm really curious. Can I just I got this Chimera Wing. Can I just use this? Can I just go to Stornway? I tried to use the Chimera Wing, but nothing happens. All right, that would have been a massive oversight in their prison defenses. I will gladly say that I tried. At least I tried. Is this where I'm gonna work? Do I have to push a wheel? I don't want to push a wheel. That's manual labor. Can I? I've spoken to you. All right. Well, the field. Fine. What is this? Is this my daily job? This is where those few lucky so-and-sos come to get bossed around and shouted at by the guards every day. They spin poles? I say, this is rather a relaxed pace. Would you mind awfully picking it up a little? My whipping arm is ever so tired. You have a spear, not a whip. Sterling, are all of these guards incompetent? I genuinely feel like I've only seen like 4 guards. There's like 2 at the entrance, 1 here, and then like 1 just muddling about by the gallows. Like, do they have like inferior defenses? Because I've seen like more than double the prisoners. We could just like, I mean, you're jacked. You could just hold one down. I could get their spears. We could stage a coup. It wouldn't be that hard. I'm not so tired that I can't manage 100 lashes for any of you who I catch dawdling. Rules are rules, after all. I can't do this anymore. I can't carry on pushing this thing for no reason. What does it even do? I say, that's hardly the spirit. This is vital work for the good of Mother Empire, don't you know? Sorry, okay, sorry, I'm sorry. Keep pushing. Just save yourself the trouble. Let the people who are capable of staging a coup stage a coup. They're full of that kind of rubbish. But the guards don't have no more clue what the thing does than we do. And there's only so much endless, pointless work a bloke could do before it gets too much. A man's mind will snap under the weight of year after year, month after month, second after second of pushing an esoteric gear rotatey thing. We don't even know what to call it. We just call it the wooden go-round, because it's a wooden piece of thing that goes around and goes around. It's certainly not a merry-go-round. I remember the last time Mama took me to a merry-go-round, I was knee-high to a grasshopper. Fun times back at the carnival. In the end, it's just a matter of waiting to see which goes first, your mind or your body. I mean, I'm the third greatest guy from up over, and I can guarantee you that I'm going to... I don't know which would go first, my body or my mind. I'm pretty fit. No, honestly, I just took like a brief pause. That briefest of pause in my vocality was me reflecting on my entire life and how forgetful I am and how much my brain has failed me on so many occasions. I can guarantee you my mind would go before my body, no matter what circumstance. Torture, not torture, it's just Chinese water torture, it would be the mind. Can I get in on this action? Ah, good day. You must be our newest guest. Well, lucky old you. It's your turn on the next shift. You better get limbering up while there's time, eh? I do so hate having to whip you blighters into action. Something tells me that's not all correct. At least we won't have to, like, go fast, because this is just, like, a kind of steady pace. Like, I jog, like, 3 times faster. Sterling, can I get, like, an up-close look at those, shield fields? Is there any guards? Which is the least watched? This seems like it's the least watched, because the guards over there... Yeah, we should be good. Can I get, like, an in-depth look on these? Maybe my up-overian magic can help with this. Whoa! Slow your roll there down, Jones-o. I wouldn't go any further that way if I was you, Sunshine. Strictly no prisoners allowed. The guard tower and the guards' quarters and all that's through there, you see. It's a big, tall tower. It's guard's tower, hence the name. And then there's the solitary confinement cells down the bottom and all. Or, well, so I heard. People don't really come out of there. The ones where Gora Mog keeps some special guests. The ones he's always on the lookout for. Anyway, that's the by the by. That's by the by. Then there's the layout of the castle. Prison. Gortress. That there in front of you's a shield field, and I wouldn't go touching it if I were you. Your Imperial soldiers can go wandering through them willy-nilly, but any prisoners who try the same get a short, sharp shock. It really throws your nervous system out of whack, and then the whip. Actually, experience is the best teacher, I suppose. Why don't you give it a quick touch and see? You won't go doing that again. Oh, is this like when Aquila and then Apis Major, who kind of like gave him subtle approval, was just like, yeah, it did, of course. Go touch the stove. I'm sure it's a lesson that you, as the third greatest guy from up over, definitely need to learn. And then I touched the stove and I'm like, why, Aquila, please, this burns. And then he sent me over to Columbo and then she was just like, slapped it with a book, which was weird. But it worked because it was like a magic book, she said, and it healed me. I don't know what they were on. I really feel like that was some kind of hazing ritual. Is this supposed to shock? Sterling, I feel like this doesn't really work on people of my biology. I'm a guy from up over. I'm the third greatest guy from up over, you know? How come you didn't get a shock? Because I'm that good. Anyway, get back here, quick now. If the guards see you, they'll have your guts for garters. Well, I'm glad I picked this side of the place. Whew, you had me worried there, Sunshine. What the heck happened, though? How come you just strolled on through the shield field? The Giddish seal from Greygnarl. He may have been drunk, and we may have been enemies once upon a time in another lifetime. We were younger men back then. But, like, he knew. He knew. That man, oh, that dragon. I may not know how he poops, but God, I know that he's one of a kind. Look at that. He's got the Imperial mark carved into it. Why is it glowing, though? Maybe that's how come you managed to get through the shield field, eh? Where'd you get that from? I got it from a dragon that's several centuries old who almost, you know... Well, I think he was successful in wiping out the Giddish Empire 300 years ago, but I'm not entirely sure how they were brought back, because he was really thorough. Greygnarl, eh? That wrinkly old lizard. Makes sense, I suppose. Anyway, listen up there, Sunshine. We better keep this between us, you hear? If them guards find out, we'll be in for it. The whip will be the least of our worries, so keep it hush-hush, yeah? I will keep it hush-hush, sir. Yes, sir, boss man, you incredibly jacked individual. Can I call you Matt? Can I call you M. Sterling for, like, Matt Sterling? Because I knew a Matt in another life. And God, his shoulders. Oh, ooh, his shoulders, man. Right. No. My name's Sterling, so call me Sterling. Anyway, that's it for the Grand Gortress tour. Sorry there, Sunshine. We can't put off the day's work much longer. Tell you what, we've probably got a few more minutes. Why don't you go have one last look around the place on your own? I'll be waiting here, so just come and give us a shout when you're done. I don't think there's anything else to do. Like, what am I gonna do? Stare at the graves again? Without being able to say that I'm not who I say I am. Without my special abilities, I can't do much. Yeah, it's like I don't need to buy anything. Where'd you go, dude? I think I'm good. I'm good with the tour. I would just like to continue. Can I get my turn on the spinny thing? Where is the dude? Sterling, where'd you go? Oh, hi. I was about to say, I lost you completely. What's that, Sunshine? Y'all done having a look around this delightful place already? Want to get to work, do ya? Yeah, you know what they say, a dollar short and a penny earned, or whatever the humans say in regards to work. I don't know. It's not like we get paid. We, people from Upover don't get paid for the work we do. It's a very thankless task, but we do it anyway because we find it to be spiritually fulfilling. We don't even get to say that it's emotionally fulfilling. It's only spiritually fulfilling. Oh, Epis Major, he's always going on about it. It's like, oh, yeah, dude, Aquila, Columbo. It's good for the soul. It's good for the soul, and when you finally come face to face with our glorious golden creator, you'll be able to say, it's like, I did the things. And it's like, I guess I could say that. I'm the third greatest guy from Upover, so I suppose that's a title that I can take to the bank, I guess, even though I don't really know what banks have to do with souls and title. It doesn't matter. Can we just get to work? Sorry, I ramble so much. When I don't have Stella to bounce off of, I really have nothing going for me. Man, I miss Stella. One day of hard labor, and I already miss Stella and her elf speak. Because, like, as much as I hate the elf speak, it would bring an immense amount of levity to the situation. Dynne puts in a long, exhausting day of work. And then, that evening, the time gear was stolen. Dynne? Dynne! It's me, Sterling. These walls are thin. You hopefully should be able to hear me. Also, they don't have a roof. We could technically just vault over these walls if we wanted to, but we're still in prison, so it's not really all that. I bet you're cream crackered, ain't you? Oh, humans and their expressions. The first day is always the hardest. Trust me, my first day on the job as the Guardian... My first day on the job as the Upover ambassador to Angel Falls, I literally had to shovel an immense amount of horse manure, so I can guarantee you I've had it worse. Horse manure? It's like, yeah, there was a barn. They make your kind shovel horse, you know? And there was like, my kind? It's like, yeah, those Upover dudes. I'm like, yes. I shovel horse stuff for a living. I probably shouldn't talk about the horse manure when I'm trying to impress people with what I do for a living. Anyway, there's something I wanted to talk to you about. It's a bit of a long, old story. Oh, God. Oh, boy. We're going to have to ramble, aren't we? You ramble, I ramble. We're kin. We're brothers from another really jacked mother. But bear with me. It's worth it. You've been here one single day, but I trust you with my life. And I don't have to tell you the Gortress is already pretty horrible of an old hole. Which is why we've been working on a little escape plan for a while now. What I wanted to tell you was that I want you in on it. And it's not because I've built up an immense amount of trust. It's mainly because you have an immensely powerful set of armor and a really big axe. I call it a plan, but I mean, that's to be transparent, it's not really much of a plan. We were going to wait for a chance to smash them and grab the guards' weapons. It's not the best idea, and I know you literally just, said that plan yourself your first day on the job, and you're like, there's only 4 guards, we could just take their stuff and use it against them. And I was like, that's fair, but that's the only plan we got going. And, well, yeah, it's not the most sophisticated, and I can hear you rolling your eyes, but do you got anything else? Problem till now has been what to do about the damn shield fields. As long as they were there, we can't get out. Doesn't matter if we stage a coup, like you said. The shield fields, we can't do much about them. But if we had someone like you... Oh, yeah, that's probably another factor, aside from the armor, that they'd want me in on this. It's like, yeah, I may have the armor and the weapons, but I also have the ability to go through the shield fields. Yeah, that probably would help out the plan, wouldn't it? What do you reckon? You in? You out? I'm in. This is something to do. This is how I'm going to spend my Wednesday. Nice one, Sunshine. I knew we could count on you. But don't go getting your hopes up too soon. We still have to wait for our chance. Could be tomorrow, could be next year. I am not spending any... I could just imagine. Dynne is just getting up onto the fence. Not the wall? Fence? I guess it's a fence. It doesn't have a top. But just so he can rest his chin and stare at Starling. And he's kind of just like kicking his legs against the wall as like a kid does. And he's just like staring at Starling. It's like, I'm not going to be here for another year. I got shit to do. It's like, I need to avenge my buddy, my brother in arms, one of the trio of the Dragon Warriors. I got to go avenge Grainharl. I got to go find some figs. I need to prepare a fruit salad. There's no way I can go a year without Aaron's French onion soup. I am not the 3rd greatest guy from Upover for no reason, and there's no way a guy like me is going to stay in prison for a year. Apis Major and Columbo would never let me live it down. At worst, they would, I don't know, make a plaque. Like, oh yeah, here he is. Dynne, 3rd greatest guy from Upover. He spent a year in jail. He was a prison bee house. Anyway, yeah. You really are a strange individual, but you can get through those shield fields, that's good enough for me. So I'll fill you in on all the details later. So just get your head down, hunker down, don't make a lot of noise, and for now, just try and save your strength. I'm a gladiator. I have nothing but strength. Like a sip of water, some stale bread, I'm good to go. Oh, Jonathan. Oh, I modeled my helmet after Jonathan. Or, well, I suppose Grainharl did. Ever so sorry to disturb your beauty sleep, but would you mind terribly getting up off your slovenly backside and getting back to work? I guess I can. Oh, Jonathan, another day, another dollar. Oh, please lend me your strength. Can I go into Sterling's cell? The door's locked, and none of the keys can open it. Am I gonna have to do another hard day's labor? Do I have to get hard again for you guys? Goodness me, what's that dreadful racket coming by the gallows? Anyway, never mind that. Run along to work now, or I'll have no choice but to whip you into action. What is with everyone and their whips? They have a really weird obsession with whips. It's like, oh yeah, I'm the undead. It's probably chasing some kind of high that they were never able to get in life. It's like, oh, we're the unfeeling dead. Oh, what is this? Oh, do I have to watch this? Oh, this is... Step up there now, that's a good fella. Oh, no, I don't want to die. No. Oh, do pull yourself together. Stop making that abysmal racket. Oh, no. Play dead. Just play dead. I'm sure they'll have to, they'll probably put you in a grave or something. I don't know. I don't, this is not a situation I, as the guy from Upover, am prepared to deal with. I never had to deal with gallows and Angel Falls. I know how to deal with dysentery. If people need me to make a cure or a quarantine zone for people with dysentery, I could do that in my sleep. I don't know how to deal with gallows, though. It's not something I ever had to deal with. Fine, if you're gonna waste everyone's time being such a baby, I suppose we'll have to forget about the hanging for now. I'll just slice you to ribbons instead, you malingering work-shy ingrate. No, not the ribbons. Someone please help. Not the ribbons. I have bad memories from the Christmas tassels. I got tangled up and the tree fell on me and the light started a fire and I got these 3rd-degree burns and then Mom died. No. Sterling, come on, we gotta do something. Wow, that guy has got a tragic backstory. It's no good. I can't let him get away with this anymore. Falcon, Bunch! I say, what on earth do you think you're doing? Oh, wow. You literally laid that guy out flat. What was keeping you imprisoned? If you could literally punch an undead soldier back to death with one punch, my God, dude. You need to get better at this. Listen up, all of ya. We've been pushed around by these horrible Giddish idiots for too long. Enough is enough. It's time we stood up for ourselves and put an end to this once and for all. It's time to fight for freedom. Freedom! I love freedom. Hooray. Freedom. Dynne is very excited for freedom. Because, like, to Dynne, this is just kind of an excursion that he's on. Because, like, it's like, I've been in prison for 2 days. This is just, like, my Wednesday and my Thursday. This is, like, it's like, okay, I can sympathize with your guys' lot in life and the terrible, terrible misfortune that you've currently, been imprisoned and all that. But for me, I was just like, this is just an excursion. I've probably had worse just trying to deal with the dysentery epidemics. Anyway, I'm here to help, though. I'm definitely here to help. I'm the guy from Upover, and you are reluctantly a part of my flock. Well, I'm not reluctant to put you guys in my flock. I'm just reluctant to call this place part of my flock. But there are people here, so I need to protect them. What do you mean, freedom? Freedom? We literally laid out a guard. We can't just come back from this. Even if we beat them, we can't get out of the fortress. What's the point? No need to worry on that front. Dynne over there knows how to get through the shield fields and let us out. He does? He just came in from the sky. They pushed him in the cells, and he was like, he could go through the shields? It's like, that's what I was thinking. It was just like, apparently. It means that he can get up to the guard tower, switch off the field shield generator, and then we're all scot-free. And don't ask me who Scott is. I don't know. Apparently he was thrown into hell for some kind of robot mistrial or something like that. All he needs is to lend us a hand, and by distracting the guards with a knuckle sandwich or two, piece of cake. I have a giant axe. I can use my fists, but I've got a giant axe for a reason. If that's true, maybe we do stand a chance. Well, he ain't got much reason to lie now, is he? Let's give these Toffee nose... Okay, weird insults. The humans are so creative. We'll give them a taste of their own toffee-flavored medicine. They're creative, but they're so strange. Insane? They're really weird. Sorry to spring that on you, sunshine. But you can't afford to hang around in a place like this any longer than you have to. It's been a day and a half. This isn't even as it's like I can't even. It's only been a day since I fell from the top of a dragon flying above a mountain. My brain is still kind of rattling in my head. You got things to be doing, ain't you? Yeah, I got things to do. There's stuff I should really be doing. And if I see if... What? Sorry, my own accent gets the better of me sometimes. And see if you can get some... Sorry, hold on. Let's take this from the top. And see if you can't go and fetch some of your mates to help out and all. Oh, you want me to get my dudes? I can go get my dudes. I thought we'd be separated for a hot minute or two there. But I suppose this is... God, I'm just oh no, now I'm imagining just trying to go get Nuts and Bolts and Charles and then them coming along to the Gortress and then them being like, we left you alone for a day and you already got yourself thrown in a giddish prison. Not even a normal prison where, we could get like bullets to just like lockpick you out. You got yourself thrown into a mountain enclosed giddish prison in the very northernmost sections of the map that no one ever traverses. Dynne, what the hell? Upover was like in the south of the world. How did you end up in a prison at the very north? What the hell did you do? And I would have no... I wouldn't be able to say anything to refute them. I'd be like, yep, that's what happened. I don't know how. It's like, and where is Stella, by the way? She could fly. She should have been like shadowing me and then being like, I don't know what Stella's gonna, maybe Stella's trying to find a train. Because if she could get the train, she could just fly me out of here. Man, I really hope that's what Stella's doing. Man, if Stella is organizing my prison escape right now, I will never, ever again, ever disparage her elf speak. Anyway, yeah, what are you talking about there, dude, Sterling? There's a barrier around all the place, so you'll have to go outside the Gortress and zoom to where your mates are from there. And make sure you're all properly kitted out. Things are only gonna get tougher from here on in. Wait, so I can just leave? Can I just leave? Are you guys good? Can I just have a chat? Your little rebellion's awfully charming, but I'd rather think you're in for a shock when reinforcements get here. What say you come quietly now and we'll forget this little misunderstanding ever happened, hmm? What do you have to say to that? Surrender? Never! Come here and have a face full of fist! Well, I will leave you to it. I can just imagine in another life you two having Puccienas and fighting at the top of a volcano. Are you good? You look like you need to stock up on kit? Is this the time? This is probably not the time, and even that's coming from me. Are you guys good? I'm afraid it's only us Imperial soldiers who are able to pass through the shield fields. That means you blighters can't escape and you'd have to be complete buffoons to even attempt any kind of uprising. Haha. I feel like you're drastically underestimating my abilities. If Master Sterling trusts you to save us, then by all the ships that sail, so do I. Now go and give that scurvy dog, Gorham Hog. He's not a dog, he's a pig. A running through from me. I don't have a spear. I'll have to get nuts for that. I'm no fighter, but if everyone's in, then I'm all for a brawl. Sorry, that's not brawl, but it's the one that I can do offhand. Even if all I can do is grab hold of one of them and cling on tight, I'll do my best to stop them when the time comes. Probably just make them fall on these spikes. You could just trip them and impale them, and that'd be fine. Can I just leave? Oh, are you good, bro? Do you need help? No, I get to pull all that muscle I put on digging graves to good use. Ha ha! Have at it! Sure? Sorry? You what, mate? You want to head off and bring back help? I'd rather think not. You really think Barbarous will allow such a thing? I'd love to see him try. What is he gonna do? I can just leave. Can I just leave? Welcome to the Giddish Empire. It's the Giddish Empire. We'll explore that later. Can I just, seriously just leave? It's a real good thing Zoom is instantaneous. Well, that was our time spent in prison. Okay, fair enough. I remember my 15-year-old brain is just being like, I really thought that this was longer. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up on this episode. On the next episode, we're going to get the crew back together for one last job. We're going to go back to prison, willingly this time, prepared and willing, and then we're going to go flambe some pork loin. Maybe I can get Aaron to get me some recipes for some good pork. Pork chop. He was a big dude. How many people could a pig the size of Gorham Hog feed? Because, I imagine swinging that giant mace around like he's a stone Hashira or something would give a lot of good muscle. He might be a bit sinewy or a bit, tough to chew because of all of the muscle, but I imagine that all that pork chops, pork loins, some ribs, oh god, the ribs on that man. I need to get Erin to give me her rib recipe. I wonder if I have to buy it from her. I'm sure she'd understand. If I came to Aaron being like, Aaron, I just got back from prison, and the prison warden is this massive pig the size of this entire room. Like, floor to ceiling, it's just pig. And then she'll look at me and be like, the ribs, though. And I'll be like, yes, the ribs. And then she'll immediately go break out the cookbook. Whether you watched for 30 seconds or the entire thing, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Thionite Plays Dragon Quest IX, Sentinels of the Prison Break. I will see all of you wonderful people in the next episode. Later. This episode was all over the place.